من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين رب زدني علما وفهما رب زدني علما وفهما رب زدني علما وفهما وعلمك ما لم تكن تعلم وكان فضل الله عليك عظيما. We thank God Almighty Allah. May peace and blessing of Allah be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Dúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run Ọba, a ṣe ìkẹ́ àti ìgẹ̀ fún Adéwálé Ànábì wa Muhammad. Àwọn àfáà wa Sheikh Muniruddin Ọládélé Rufai Adamallahu hayatahu, Ọlọ́run dákun kó bá wa kẹ́ bàbá, kó bá wa ṣàánú wọn. Àwọn àfáà wa Ustaz Shuaib Imran àti gbogbo wọn pátápátá tá a gba abẹ́ ahọ́n wọn kọjá, Ọlọ́run kó bá wa ṣe dáadáa fún wọn, kó bá wa dúró tì wọn, kó má padà lẹ́yìn wọn. Bijahi la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi aliyyil azim. Ká ní àdúrà wa Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ó gbà, ẹ̀mí wa Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ó gùn, tàdúrà bá gbà tán tíràwọ̀ bá tán, ẹ̀mí àwa máma ṣe jẹ́ ó gbọ́. Àdúrà wa Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ó gbà, ìmọ́lẹ̀ wa Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ó tàn, bàdúrà bá gbà tán tí ìmọ́lẹ̀ bá tàn, ẹ̀mí àwa máma ṣe jẹ́ ó gbọ́. Yesterday we were treating this topic, the duties, the husband duties to his wife, and we have mentioned from stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Having said all that yesterday, he said we will continue mentioning the duties as Allah says, as Allah instructs us, the duties of husband to his wife. Báwo ni wọ́n ṣe ń sọ ní ẹ̀tọ́ ọkọ lórí ìyàwó, ó ní à ń sọ bọ̀ ní àti àná. So ibi tí mo ti wá stop ni pé to financially support your wife, and to financially support includes food, drinks, clothing, etc. And the food that you'll be eating will be provided, should be provided by husband. Clothing, drinks, in any ways. And God says the expenditure should be within the means of the husband. You should not be outside his means. He should not be asked to spend what he cannot afford. That is God, what God instructed, that your husband, it is his duty to support you, includes food and everything, taking care of bills. But he should not be asked to spend what he cannot afford. That is why I said yesterday that you should marry your tithe. If you are earning 50,000, marry the woman that will be helping you manage that 50,000. That his means, his life, she can manage that 50,000 you are earning. I said yesterday that, okay, you are going overboard by marrying a person. You see a lady, that he put on her head alone is cost like 300,000 naira, and you marry that kind of lady, you want to be feeding her eba every day. That one is it is a wrong scenario. It is a wrong step. That you should live within your means. You should marry, not only live within your means, you should marry within your means. Do not go overboard. And to provide appropriate housing within the means of the husband. Ọkọ ló ní ẹ̀tọ́ láti gba ilé, láti pèsè ilé fún ìyàwó. Ilé, to provide appropriate housing within the means of the husband. Tó bá yẹ pé ilé 500,000 ló lè gbà, tó bá yẹ pé ilé 200,000 ló lè gbà, it is wrong for you to be living in your in-laws house. You are not demanding the respect like that. You living with in-laws, your in-laws, it is very, very wrong. We are in Africa. And even God says, that is Quran 65 verse 6. He was even talking about divorced women. That that is, your woman, the one you divorce, should live where you are living. So, not alone of, we are even talking about original woman that you marry legally, you pay his bride price, you pay mahar, obligatory bridal money. So, you are obliged, you are obligated to provide appropriate housing within your means. And the wife has a right of her own room where she can feel comfortable. That is, maybe if you can afford 2-bedroom flat, or you can avoid maybe 1 bedroom. But don't just do past your power. Do within your means. But it is husband duty to provide housing to his wife, and teaching them their religion and reprimanding them from disobeying Allah. You are obligatory to teach your wife the religion you are practicing. That's why I said in my last video that you should marry the one, maybe when you want to marry the one that is practicing the same religion with you. That is in order not to cause havoc in future. If you want to marry and you have never marry the one you are practicing the same religion, the one you have the same belief with. It is sunnatic that when you marry, you should teach your wife, if she has never learned before, you teach your wife the Holy Quran. But you want to teach person, did you even know? You teach your wife some basic things about your religion, Islam. Teaching them religion and reprimanding them, warning them for disobeying Allah, that if you do this, that is Quran 66 verse 6, that if you do these certain things, you are inviting wrath of Allah. That's why Quran 66 verse 6 says, Ku anfusakum wa ahlikumun nar wa quduha an-nas wal hijara. Oh, you believer, protect yourself and your families from a fire which is being fueled by men and stones. So, you are obligated to teach your wife your religion. And the next point is to pay a dower, that is sodaki. That is, it is a symbol of honoring woman, and you cannot neglect it. That's why I said in that is wa'atu nisaa saduqatihinna. Give your woman, the one that you are married, the bridal money. The bridal money is the one you give, the husband give to his supposed wife at the time of marriage. That is, it is obligated, it's your duty. Marry legally, pay her bride price, pay the obligatory bridal money. That is sadaki. Obodo funi sadaki. That is your duty. Be a best friend. A married couple is much more than just man and wife. You marry your ribs. They are best friend. Treat your wife as your best friend. You confide in her. She confide in you. That is, you should be living like a friend, not an enemy. Be her best friend. Be the one she confide in. And you too, you should be able to confide in your wife. So know whom you are married, who you are getting married to. Don't go and marry dullard. Don't go and marry the person that will not contribute and will not be able to contribute anything positive into your life than to be taken from it. There are some women like that, they adore. If you bring something on the table that, please let's share an idea, the kind of talk that will be coming out from their mouth will be irritating. Please know who you want to date. Know the one that can contribute to your life positively, the one that is resourceful. It's because you want to marry now, someone pressure from family and friends, you go ahead and marry the wrong person. So on the long run, the marriage will just break like that. No, just take your time. Be your best friend, because anything you give to a woman, she multiply it. That is a wonderful creature. Anything you give to a woman, she multiply it. You give her sperm, she give you child. You give her respect, she gives you humility. You maltreat her, she sends you to hell. Man think before they do things, but woman will think after they have achieved that thing, they have done that thing. So be very, very careful. They are wonderful creatures. Anything you give them, they multiply it for you. Next point, never you ever let your family disrespect your wife. Never you ever let your family, do not create that chance. Don't let your family disrespect your wife. It is your right to protect her. When you are wooing her, when you are toasting her, you are promising her heaven and earth. Be protective, protect her. Do not give that chance that your brother, maybe your younger brother or your elder brother, will be talking to her just anyhow. She's your wife. She completes you. Never you ever let your family disrespect her. It is your right. It is your duty to protect her. To show that you really love her and you'll be there for her anytime. That is your duty. She is your immediate family. If anything should happen to you right now, before your family that are far come to your rescue, your wife, the first person you will see is your wife, and maybe possibly your children. So they are your immediate family. Treat them as one. Never let your family disrespect your wife. So, and the next point is, look after yourself physically. That you should look very good for your wife. That is your duty. Look very good for your wife. Look handsome. Look clean. Self-love. Love yourself. Know what your woman wants in men. Work towards it. That is your duty. Respect her beliefs. Maybe religion. Respect her belief. That's why I say you should marry the person that you have the same belief with. The person that you are practicing the same religion with. Do not marry outside your religion. It causes havoc. It causes problems in future. And I have explained that in my last video. Respect her beliefs. Never you ever disrespect your wife in the presence of your friends. That is humiliation. Never you ever disrespect your wife in the presence of your friends. Never give that chance. Never you ever made that mistake. Because Yoruba will say, téèyàn bá ta ilé ará ilé ẹni lọ́pọ̀, èèyàn ò ní ríra lọ́wọ́n. If you sell your family cheap to an outsider, you will not be able to buy her back with an huge amount. That's just it. You should never disrespect your wife in the presence of your friends, no matter the situation. Please do not make that mistake, because that is humiliation. As you have disrespected your wife in their presence, that is final. They will never attach any good value to that woman again. They will be seeing that woman as non-entity, as a stupid person. Please do not make that mistake. That is your duty as husband. Show her love always. Tell her always that you still love her. Women love to hear that every time. You are still beautiful. I still love you. Remind her that you still love her. Show her love every time. Not by mouth. Buying her gifts occasionally. Not even occasionally, regularly, if you are capable of doing so. When last did you gift her something? When last did you take your wife out? Please, all these things are mentioned. All these points are mentioned. Be careful. Please be studying it. Be careful. All these small things is what we are missing, that is making our marriage breaking now. Show her love. Carry her out. Take her out. And even with your children, if you cannot avoid it every time, occasionally, take them out. Show her love. Remind her that you love her. Remind her that she is still beautiful as you met her before. It makes your love very strong. It makes the marriage works very well. Accept her fault. No one is 100% perfect. You too, husband, you are not perfect. You have your own stigma. Accept her fault. Accept her fault. Anything she does, maybe if you know that maybe she's limp before you woo her, maybe before you marry her. So you are using that as abuse now when you get married to her. You know that she cannot talk properly before you get married to her. Now you are abusing her. You are using that stigma to abuse her. Now it's not good. Accept her fault. Don't lose the romance. Remember where you start. It makes marriage works. Appreciation. Be kéèyàn máa appreciate tíyàwó èèyàn bá ṣe fún yàn. Appreciation. máa appreciate. Máa fi ẹ̀hónú hàn pé ó ṣe dáadáa. Even if she make mistake, maybe when she is cooking, she mistakenly put more salt. Whenever you want to address that issue, you should just address it politely. Not, ó ti fi ọjọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti ẹ̀mọ̀ kankan ṣe. No, don't condemn her. You too, you are not perfect. Just find a diplomatic way to address that issue by appreciating what she has done. She's a mistake. She's not like that before. You know that mistake comes. That is human being. You make a mistake. This thing is salty. Or you have known when you taste the soup, maybe the thing is salty. So maybe you just this thing is okay. Well, you try, but next time you should be very, very careful when you want to put salt. I appreciate you. She will laugh. She will be happy. All these things make marriage more stronger. Patience. You should have patience. They are women, sometimes they can be provocative. They can provoke you. They can provoke you. Be patient. Very, very patient. They are very, very stubborn. Women are very stubborn. If you instruct woman that, see, this place, you should not go there. When next you will see her moving directly toward that place you said you should not go. So they are very, very stubborn. You should be patient. Not that it will be just any mistake you back, any mistake back, you hit her. Like you are even worse than an animal. Why you will raise your hand and hit a woman, the one you married, the one you claim you love? Be patient. Even if they provoke you, just walk away. Go out. Before you come back, your mind would have calmed down. That be patient, self-control. And you too should have self-control to respect your marriage, to respect your woman. That is your duty. Illicit behavior is not permitted. Carrying babes up and down and disrespecting your wife. The one that they are not even up to your wife's standard. There are some married men, there is nobody they cannot toast. All those small children, 13, 14, you'll be seeing big men like 40, 50, toasting them, disrespecting your woman. If your woman find out, she will not happy. And it can lead to marriage break, dissolving marriage. All these things, you too should have self-control. Illicit behavior is not permitted. Forgiveness. That is the next point. Forgiveness. Don't hold grudges against her. They can be childish sometimes. Do not hold grudges against her. Forgive her. You too, you are not a complete human being. She forgives you also. Forgive her. That is mistake. And warn her, never repeat this kind of mistake again. That is it.